Guys, I'm gonna talk.
I'm gonna get something. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna talk a little bit about I'm gonna talk a little bit about pro teams, right? As you guys know, I love League of Legends, but you guys will wonder why I don't really follow the pro scene. I'll watch the game sometimes, but I don't know who anyone is. I don't know what anyone does. I don't know their track record or anything. It's because it's really hard to fall in love with these teams, guys. You guys ever notice how like an NA team will be comprised of people from not NA? Right? That bothers me. How sometimes teams are just comprised of 3 Asians and one person from the actual place, right? That bothers me. I think that when fighting to see which region is the best, they should use people from said region, right? And not have people moved around so they can have the strongest team. Not that I feel like it gets in the way of competitiveness, because if we're trying to see who the best team is, then obviously you should fight over the best pieces so you can have the best team. But like, people always talk about, oh, EU is better than NA is better than EU, Korea the best, China number one, oh, whatever they're talking about, right? But whenever there are players who don't even speak English, right? Players who need translators, but they're on NA teams, I'm just confused, right? And I don't mean to sound racist, obviously. The black person that I am, I have no intention on being racist. But it's just weird to me, and it makes it impossible for me to follow things, right? People who don't know English representing North America sometimes, and I don't know if this has happened anytime recently, but when they first started franchising things, this happened. And I didn't like it. It kind of reminds me of I'm gonna like segue a little bit onto like sports, right? Normal sports, pre-existing sports, before esports, right? Basketball, right? They'll be like, "Yo, the Miami Heat." Ain't nobody from Miami. No one from Florida. They've never been here until they until they got on the team. That's not the Miami Heat. This is not the Florida anybody, right? This is just this is just a team chosen to represent the place, right? And not indicative of the place at all. So like stuff like people going like, NA was they'd be like, oh, we won last year. We did not win. There's a dude here from California, some guy from Washington, 2 dudes from Nevada, right? That's not us. We did not win a thing. First off, we're not on the court, so we dumb did not win. But even um, beyond that, it's not even our city, right? It's not our people. It's somebody else. So that's why I can never really follow esports. Let's see, what is this? This has been going on 3 minutes? 3 minutes real quick? Okay, that means I have a little bit of time here. I have a little bit of time. Let me talk about the one player I did follow, and I followed him for a long time. 3 players. I followed, obviously, everyone followed Faker and everyone followed Dopa. But I'm going to talk about C9 High when he was C9 High. I followed him for a long time. Just because this is not relevant to the story whatsoever, the previous topic. But he taught me that even though matchups play a factor, human skill is a large part of the game, and team fighting is more important than any lane can be. And it was an old video. He was showing how to play mid. So he was smurfing in bronze, right? And he fights this Fizz, and he's playing TF. I'm like, what the heck? You're gonna get booty blasted. And he calls out what the Fizz is doing wrong as the Fizz doing, and he decimates the Fizz, right? The Fizz just doesn't know how to trade, stuff like that. And I remember looking at it, I was like, wow, there really is skill ceiling to this game. It's not just wins off of matchups. And I don't know. It was just something I enjoyed. Anyway, thanks for your time.
There's a side topic you could talk about
Oh, what happened?
if you
Yeah,
haven't
we're
stopped
4
recording.
minutes in. I just want to keep
So
the video under 10. Yeah.
specifically in NA, there's a big issue with like the region not wanting to progress in skill because a lot of the people in NA because it's franchised here, right?
Yeah.
So teams have their spots, and teams have both an academy and a LCS team, right?
Yeah.
And the LCS team never likes to scrim with the academy team, or like it's like a unified thing that the LCS teams don't scrim with the academy teams because they don't want the people, the coaches, to see that the academy players are better than the LCS
Hmm.
players, right? So they're
Hmm.
not growing the region. And I think
That's
that's one of the
funny.
biggest issues where people, that's why they're importing players from other regions.
It's funny that you say that because obviously this is a little unrelated, but like Street Fighter Punk was talking about that. Not literally, right? But like he's like that's like an NA problem where like people they don't want to like look bad, you know what I mean? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like an NA problem. But that yeah, all that stuff makes it impossible for me to follow the team because like in this case this nice person he came and talking about Perks moving to C9, right? I don't know who C9 is because when I did know who C9 was, it was 5 different dudes. And now those different dudes are everywhere, right? What is C9? It's just a team. It's just a name. It's just a shell, right? That's all it is. It's just a shell. And the people are the meat. No more. Right? Anyway, I don't have much else to say here. We're 7 minutes in. Again, thank you for your time. I like to let the music play a little bit because I like it.
I'm almost done eating up my food.
And he's not heating up his food.